Good evening and welcome to another episode of The Garcias. I'm Pico, the son, and tonight here with me is
Mami Lilia.
Mommy Lilia, my new mommy, my mother-in-law, Mommy Lilia. Today we're going to talk about motherhood. So the first question for you, Mommy Lilia, would be, what are the challenges of being a mother?
Probably the most challenging part is to be able to raise a very I think all parents would want to raise a very good child, considerate, loving, uh, beautiful, responsible, disciplined, lahat ng good traits. That's very challenging. You have to be a very good role model for you to be able to raise that kind of child. Yun siguro, that's most challenging. But yung ibang challenges are the physical challenges. You have to be strong enough to be able to run after them, especially when they were toddlers, yung mga yung terrible years of growing up. Tapos you have to be up all night when you have to feed them, when they're sick, kailangan you have to be strong enough to be able to tend to their needs. Yun, physical yung patience, you have to be very patient to them. Pag yung mga tantrums nila, you have to be able to control that, weighing yung advantages and disadvantages of giving in, or you have to be firm pag nagbigay ka ng rules. Yun naman naisip kong challenges.
Mm-hmm. So parang it's especially when they're just growing up, no?
Yes,
Mami, parang
yes.
it's physically demanding.
Physically demanding, oo. Yes.
Okay.
But for me talaga yung most challenge is you don't know what is the best way to do parenting. It's really very hard. You can't have definite rules para to do this, to do that, so that you will be able to raise them as good children.
Parang wala naman kasing school on parenting.
Yes, that's why you don't know if this is right or this is wrong. Yan.
Speaking of parenting, Mommy, would you say there are differences in your experience in raising, say, a daughter versus a son?
Ako, I would like to believe that I'm a cool mom. So, there are no differences in rules with regard to yung difference in gender, in sexuality, like kung female or male, pareho lang. But I think, if you're going to look at our culture, yung Filipinos, you tend to be more strict with girls. I think my husband, si Daddy Ricky, will agree with that. He tends to be more strict with Patricia when it comes to curfews, to where she will be allowed to go, o yung company. Yun lang siguro. But other than that, I think I'm consistent with the rules.
Generally same naman.
Yes.
Okay. For the last question, Mommy, would you have any advice for any of the moms watching the video?
Probably the communication should always be open. Like, I'm proud to say, or I would like to believe that my children are very much open when it comes to communication with me. So I think that's a very important advice that I can give. Dapat the lines are always open. You are always available to talk to your children, even if the age gap is really great. You have to try hard to adapt to their level. Yon. Nanonood ako ng sine na gusto nila, even if I'm not interested. Yan. Or I take time out, or I try hard to research what they like. Trying hard ako. So that I can parang
Relate to them.
Yes, I can relate to what they like. Yon. An example of that is what series is that in Netflix that I really, even if I can't relate to the
Peaky Blinders.
Yes, yes.
Peaky Blinder.
I watch that Peaky Blinders movie so that I can relate to what they are talking about. Yon. I think yon dapat. What else? Probably that's the most important thing. That's my most important advice.
That's it. Thank you, Mommy.
Okay.
And thank you for tuning in for another episode of The Garcias. Bye-bye.
Thank you.